My name is Lydia Nyagah, well known as Lydia the Beautician. I am a beauty therapist and I'm passionate about beauty. And it started as a story of when I was a young girl, and I knew very well my talent was in beauty. But it has taken a journey for me to be where I am right now. It was not easy. During that time when I was finishing high school is when my dad was involved in a violence case whereby he was involved in a fight between him and his brother, who is my uncle. And their case was set in 2011, September, whereby my dad was ended up being in prison at community maximum prison for 8 good years. And this was very painful moment for me because I thought that my dream of going to college after high school will not come to be. And so I finished with my high school. After that, I went back home to Machakos, where I was staying with my mom and my brother, who was in high school at that time, was in Form 2. And at that time, being at home and doing the usual thing in the village, like farming and taking care of the farm, that was the in thing. It was now in October, where one of my auntie's sisters, she was looking for house help to come and help to do the housework and take care of the baby. And so I told my mom, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity. But it was a way for me to escape from the village and just come to Nairobi. And it was also easier for me to be going and checking my dad at community maximum prison. And so it was during this time, so I decided, let me go and do it. And whereby she was staying in South Sea, so I went and started the job. And this was at this time you find that all your friends are in joined university, they're in college, and you're there alone. And it also isolates you from now you are alone, and nobody want to be associated with ourselves as it is. And so for me, I took it like it was the best job ever, because I knew very well what I was running from back in the village. And so when I came to my auntie, I can say she was nice to me. She never treated me like one of the house help. I was part of the family when I joined them. And so doing house help work and taking care of the baby, waking up in the morning at 5 and preparing breakfast. From there, make sure the car is clean. And after that, now they leave to work. But at that time I used to tell myself, the day I would see myself waking up in the morning, taking my handbag and going to work, it will be a miracle for me. And so I worked for now, that was 2012, 2013, taking care of the baby. And it was during this time when I met a friend, which story was featured in the media. And he was into business and being into entrepreneurship, and he motivated me. By reading his story, I knew very well where I want to be in terms of business, and I will take my career, which I was trusting God that He will make a way for me to go to beauty school, that I'll get the opportunity to gather finances to go. So I knew very well I'll do this career and enter into business. And so his story motivated me in a way that he had written how he started by even selling eggs, and at a young age, and now where he was at the age of 28, and he was a millionaire. And so for me, that one was, this is what I want. I want my story to be heard one day. And I remember reading a book at this time. This book is written by Rick Warren, Purpose Driven Life. I knew very well that I need to do something that I love in life, and it talks about the risk of you doing what you don't love doing. And so I knew even when I'm doing helping as a house help, I needed to do the best that I can be be the best in terms of cleanliness, taking care of the baby. And I would say this, that when you're given such job to manage the house, your boss has entrusted you with a lot, the baby, his equipment and everything, and this means that you are responsible for everything and you need to be the best no matter what. Later I came to meet with him, and whereby I shared my story with him, but not in details, but it was a way of me wanting to reach out and for me to connect him to help my brother who was now completing high school. And so I needed him to have an opportunity also to have someone who will guide him, because I knew what I went through also after high school.